Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DFS Experience for Monday, March 7th. We have a 8-game slate. I'm going to jump right in. All I'm going to say is that Denver game just finished, and you needed Jokic tonight. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not even gonna go into a whole speech. Just know that in order to win money, you needed Jokic tonight. Jokic went from being questionable to being the winning, what's the word I'm looking for? He went from being questionable to being that guy that you needed. That's all I'm going to say. Let's start with DraftKings. Let's start with point guard. Luka Magic against Utah, 12-2. He's perfectly fine. Harden against Chicago. I think he took like less than 10 shots last game, if I'm not mistaken. 10 shots exactly. That's not the Harden that we need if we're going to be paying 11-4. His last game, he was 11-5, 11,500 for those of you that are new here. He put up 48 fantasy points. You lose. If you pay 11.5 for Harden and he gives you 48 fantasy points, you lose. So I just want you to know that. So I don't know. Might have to pass on Harden. He's still a decent fantasy player, but I might have to pass on him. I actually prefer Murray if he plays because he's a little bit cheaper. The matchup, Murray always has the ball in his hands. Everything goes through Murray. Everything goes through Murray. Let me just say that one more time for you guys. Everything goes through Murray. They're playing the Lakers. The Lakers aren't going to have that, superior comeback that they had at Golden State. Golden State's was on a 3-game losing streak. Now they're on a 4-game losing streak. You don't hear the media bringing that up. I keep saying that the Warriors aren't as good as everybody thinks they are. They're not the Lakers, but they're not a winning team. They're not winning the championship with Draymond. Without Draymond, they're not winning. You know what I'm saying? So the Warriors weren't that good, and Clay played the worst game I've ever seen him play in my entire life, in his entire life. So, I'm saying all that to say this: DeJounte Murray's gonna scorch the Lakers, and I mean stats-wise. I don't mean specifically scoring-wise. I mean stats-wise. 25-point triple-double, something like that. But I'm definitely playing Murray. I'm definitely targeting the Spurs. Trae Young didn't play at 10-2. Fox is in play. Fox is a lot better without Halliburton. Fox is actually back to being Fox. Fox is absolutely in play. Russell's in play. I could see with Simons being out and with Curry being out where our value is going to come from. We'll get to that in a few. The thing is, I do not like Golden State's value because Steve Kerr plays 15 guys every game. So I'm going to be focused on Portland's value, but we'll get to that in just a second. Russell's in play. His price went up. It should be a good game to target. Westbrook, 8,100. I don't care what he did in that last game. 9-17. That was one of his best games, and he only put up 29 fantasy points. For those of you in the back that are still holding on to hope, still holding on to that OKC Westbrook, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I need you to know that guy is dead. This guy right here shouldn't even be starting on the Lakers, to be honest with you. Austin Reeves is more productive than Russell Westbrook. And when I say that, I mean he may not be as talented as him, but I watch Westbrook airball layups. I watch Westbrook produce unnecessary turnovers, trying to do too much. I see him, he does so many things that hurts the team. I'm not saying the team is good, but he does so many things that hurt the team. Subtraction will be an addition when it comes to Westbrook. He needs to get off that floor, and they need to play through Monk, like I've been saying. But nobody, who am I? Just a YouTuber, right? Let's continue. Westbrook's a no for me. Now, I haven't played Westbrook in months, and I'm not playing him tonight. RJ Barrett is in play. Hero is in play. No Kyle Lowry. Maxi's still in play. He's getting a lot of open shots with Harden on the floor. Oladipo, I don't play people coming off of injuries. He's been on a vacation. I don't give one shit about Oladipo. He's washed. Brunson, that's big. If Brunson is out, you play Dinwiddie. These guys are identical twins. Actually, Luka is playing. Luka's questionable. All right, so look, it's going to be a lot of news. If Luka doesn't play, you play Brunson. If Luka and Brunson doesn't play, you play Dinwiddie. Got it? Good. Let's continue. Porter Jr. is in play. Conley's back. He's in play. Burks is in play. Jalen Green has been playing better. He's in play. No Kobe White for me. Malik Monk. I'm waiting for the alert on my phone to say Russell Westbrook coming off bench, so I could fire up Malik Monk every sleep. Malik Monk is better than Westbrook right now. Jordan Poole. I would love to say Jordan Poole's a play, but he's not, because Steve Kerr plays everybody. He plays 15 guys, 19 minutes, and you get no value out of that. My job is to let you know who is gonna pay off their salaries. That's my job. My job is to let you know who's gonna be in a good position to pay off their salaries. If they can't pay their salaries, you lose. Jordan Poole, the name looks cute, but what's the point of paying him if he's gonna play 22 minutes? Isn't he value? Value means that you're putting somebody in the lineup that's taking the place of someone else that plays more minutes. That's why it's called value. Like McDonald's, when you buy a Big Mac, right, and it's $5, but then they say, hey, we have a sale, come get a Big Mac for $3. That's a value. You're getting the same product or the same production at a cheaper price. You want to play Jordan Poole instead of Steph Curry at 5,300. Yes, you're not going to put up the same production as Curry, but you want to put up the same minutes and take a lot of shots and give you an opportunity to fill Curry's shoes, if you can kind of understand what I'm saying. Jordan Poole does not give you that same value because Steve Kerr is going to take his minutes away. You feel me? Okay, let's continue. Ayo, no. Clarkson, no. Monte Morris, no. Gabe Vincent, if he starts, yes. Lonnie Walker, yes, because it's the Lakers. The Lakers make everyone look amazing. You know what I'm saying? I think that with all the value that's going to come, I don't need to go bargain hunting. So I'll stop at Lonnie Walker, 4,600 for now. Shooting guard. Alright, we spoke about Harden. Mitchell is in play. Vane looks good. If Anthony Edwards is back, you can play Anthony Edwards. Russell is just a little bit less viable. Cunningham is always in play. Will Barton is in play. Bogdan. If John Collins is playing, I don't want Bogdan. If there's no John Collins, then you fire up Bogdan. Dinwiddie, we spoke about Dinwiddie already. Fournier is in play now. Fournier is a thing. DiVincenzo. Now, I play DiVincenzo off the bench where you have CJ Ellaby starting, and you might not have any Anthony Simons against Minnesota, so Minnesota's going to let them score. Portland is where you're getting all your value, like the other night. I'm not going any lower than LB. If you choose to play somebody down here, then may the force be with you. But that's just not for me. Butler looks great. Barrett looks good. Josh Hart. Well, we got Josh Hart back. It's going to be Josh Hart night. Josh Hart is back. Sadiq Bey is always in play. Like I said about Sadiq Bey, every slate. Sadiq Bey ain't never met a shot he ain't like. Let's continue. Harrison Barnes is in play. Aaron Gordon is in play. And they just finished the overtime game. Will that affect his minutes? I don't think so. Finney Smith, not for me. DeAndre Hunter, not really for me. If John Collins is there. And his price is coming up a little bit. Otto Porter, even if Otto Porter starts, he's going to play, 20-something minutes? That's not value. 24 minutes. Nah, I'm good. And it's scary that he plays a little bit of minutes. He produces when he's on the court, but he was mic'd up Saturday night, and he told one of the other guys, he said, yo, I can hit any shot from anywhere, but I'm not here for that. I'm not rostering somebody that's not looking to shoot. If you're not looking to shoot, I don't want nothing to do with you. This is fantasy sports. This is not, NBA watch along where we watch our favorite teams. This is NBA fantasy sports. We want players that's going to give us the most fantasy points in the time that they're allowed. That's what we're here for. Otto Porter is a great basketball player, but 22 minutes ain't going to get it done. Okay? There's lots of players out there playing 30+ minutes that we could put in these spots are very special. Spot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what I'm saying? You got to treat these spots with love and care. You can't just put any old person in your spot. You feel me? But after LB, I think I'm done. Unless Caleb Martin starts, we're good. Let's see what Royce O'Neal did today. He was popping on the projections like there was no tomorrow. Now imagine if you paid attention to the projections. 24 minutes, 15 fantasy points. Listen, I've learned a lesson. Projections are cute, but if you just follow projections, sometimes they'll lead you right down a rabbit hole, and you'll never be able to come back from it. Learn to be able to learn projections, learn what you need to use out of them, and learn what you need to ignore. And when you learn to do that, you'll become elite in DFS. DeRozan, 97, he's fine. Randall is fine. Tobias Harris is not fine. The fourth option on Philly, new look Philly, I'm not paying $6,900 for a fourth option. Jeremy Grant, I've been noticing his shots coming down too. I'm off of him. Keldon Johnson, they're playing the Lakers. Fire him up. He's going to be out there looking like Kevin Garnett. John Collins is playing. He's viable. He's 6,100. That means no DeAndre Hunter top. And you get Bogdan out of here also. Only thing I want to see out of Atlanta is Trey and John Collins. That's it. No Capella, no DeAndre, no Bogdan, no Lou Williams, none of that. John Collins, Trae Young, that's it. Let's continue. Watford's in play. Vanderbilt's in play. Kuminga, you could play Kuminga, but you got a young guy. Look, he got 29 minutes, and he played well. Kuminga's in play, but you want Kuminga to start. I think Wiggins is out too, so Kuminga should be the guy. He should be the man tomorrow. It should be Kuminga and Josh Hart day tomorrow. Everything else, nobody gets minutes. Like I said about the projections. Projections swear Trey Lyles is going to play 30 minutes starting for Sacramento. He hasn't done it yet. Be careful with projections. Jokic is going to be 70% owned because of what he did tonight. I don't even know where to begin with him. He's always in play. He's 12-6. You think he's going to give you 92 fantasy points again? Listen, Jokic is one of the greatest fantasy producers of all times. He's one of the greatest centers of all times. He just put up 90-something fantasy points. That can't be overlooked. He's the best center in the league. And I don't know how you don't play him. Listen, if you're playing more than one lineup, have him in at least one. That's all I can tell you. You could take a little bit of you could fade and beat a little bit, lower his percentages of the lineups that you put him in, because now he had Harden. His production and usage will come down a little bit. Jokic will stay the same. Jokic is in play. I prefer him over Embiid. Towns looks good at 10-6 with nobody to guard him in Portland. Who's gonna stop Karl Anthony Towns? Drew Eubanks? Give me a break. Sabonis is getting warmed up on his new team. He looks good. Bam always looks good. Vuce at 86 looks good. Gobert at 79 looks great. Jakob Poeltl looks good. I prefer Poeltl because what are you going to do? You're going to bring Dwight Howard off the bench? Or are you going to have Jakob Poeltl guarded by their center, LeBron James? And not to take anything from LeBron James, but LeBron James is not going to extend energy on the defensive side to stop Jakob Poeltl. If they do not start Dwight Howard tomorrow, Jakob Poeltl will have 10 rebounds in the first 8 minutes. Let's continue. Wood looks good. No Capella for me. No Cousins for me. Mitch Robinson if you must. Eubanks, you can play him if you want. I don't play with my center spot. And no Eubanks. And anything under Eubanks I won't play. I'm going to do Poeltl. Now, for you guys that are new, I know there's a lot of new people here. There's a lot of new subscribers. There's a lot of new people watching the video. Thank you for being here. What I do is I'm picking 5 players that I like at their respective position. So, just so you know, this isn't the lineup and you just plug and go. Things change throughout the day. So these are just 5 people that I like I like the position that they're in to pay out their salaries and return value. So we're waiting on Luka news. Luka news is big. If there's no Luka and no Brunson, you're playing Dinwiddie. I like Fox. I do like Fox. I like Trae Young. I would love Murray to play because that's an easy triple-double. That's the easiest fantasy points you'll ever score in your life because there's nobody in LA that's going to stop him. I'm hoping they bring Westbrook off the bench. I've been hearing a little bit of rumblings here and there. I hope they do it tomorrow. I want Kuminga at power forward. Are you kidding me? Jesus Christ. He is. And my small forward. So I try not to be like a dick and leave absolutely no money in these spots. And I know people try to make a lineup out of it. I left 4,500. You might be able to make something out of it, but that's not the point. The point is these are 5 players that I like. So I know there are some people that think that this is a lineup. Let's just add 2 players. There's not enough money to make a lineup out of this. These are just 5 players that I like. You know what I'm saying? I wish it was that easy that we could make our lineups 20 hours ahead of time, but it's not. This is a process. There's a lot of moving parts. If you want to be lazy in DFS, you're going to lose. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I use fantasy stats. I use real life stats. I watch, if I'm not sure about a player or a player that's starting, I watch his last 3-4 games. There's a lot that goes into this. If you think you're going to click, screenshot, and go, then you're going to end up having a long night. And I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm saying this because I want you to understand how this works. You know what I'm saying? I know there's a lot of new people here. I want us all to win. I like seeing in the comments, hey yo, I watched a video, I won money last night, oh blah 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 blah, on my Patreons. Last month, this guy's first day as a Patreon, he won 10K on Yahoo. You can't make this stuff up. Just everybody take a breath. Let's do this together, and we're gonna win a lot of money. We're gonna continue winning a lot of money. And when baseball starts up, we'll be rolling around in money like Scrooge McDuck. You feel me? We're going to FanDuel. If you're new here, subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up. You guys been doing that. I don't have any words to describe how thankful I am for you, you know, all of you, the ones that been here from day one, and the newer people. Just so you know, if you're new here, I do provide a Patreon. Links in the description, and it's for people that are too busy to do their own research, wait for news all day, wait for starting lineups. Basically, I have updated lineups. I send them out to you right before lock. You plug them in, you play. More than likely, you win. You win money. You're happy. I win money. I'm happy. Then we do it the next day. That's all it is. DraftKings, FanDuel, Yahoo, Super Draft, any sport. If it's a DFS sport, I got the projections for it. I don't really know a lot of MMA. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't know everything. I don't know a lot of MMA. I use my projections. I played MMA. I smashed. I put in I even threw in the 25-cent one, just like for shits and giggles, and that hit also. So it's like, you know, listen, we're here. That's all I gotta say. We on FanDuel, point guard. Let's get cracking. Lucas 10-7. If he plays, you fire him up. DeJounte Murray is a lock for me today because of the matchup. If he plays, I'm playing him on everything. Nothing to talk about. Trae Young, same thing. 9,700, great matchup. Fox, I'm loving this Fox, and he's in play. Mitchell's in play. Maxey's pricey. Russell's in play. Cade Cunningham looks good. Westbrook's price keeps coming down, and he's still a failure. I'd rather play Jalen Green. Spencer Dinwiddie. If there's no Luka and there's no Jalen Brunson, Dinwiddie becomes the man of the hour. I played Dinwiddie on a single entry game yesterday, and he was amazing. Guess he didn't want to be in Washington. Playing well on Dallas. Kevin Porter's in play. Conley is like, I don't see any circumstances where I play Conley, but you know, there's nothing wrong with him. He just isn't gonna do a whole hell of a lot for 5,700. Kobe White's not in play. Dennis Schroeder, not for me. Alec Burks is in play. Gabe Vincent is in play. Clarkson's in play. Poole, you can play him on a few lineups if you're feeling lucky. That's about it. Everybody else, you shouldn't play unless they're starting. If you want to be cute and you want to play somebody down there from the bargain basement, well, you're gonna get what you're looking for. You feel me? Harden, 10-4. Listen, Harden can have a great game, but can he pay off 10-4? You need over 50 points to hit 5-time value. So just know that before you plug them in. DeRozan looks good. Jimmy Butler looks good. Levine looks good. RJ Barrett looks good. Tyler Hero is fine. No Bogdan for me at 6,500. Josh Hart. Listen, it's going to be Josh Hart day. Guess what? There's people like me that's going to play Josh Hart, and then there's people on Twitter that's going to say, oh, Josh Hart's going to be over-owned. I'm going to fade him. He's 6K. Listen to me. If Josh Hart gives me 40 fantasy points, I'm happy. This ain't that complicated. AO, I don't think so. Lonnie Walker, that's a big price. That's a big price on FanDuel, 5,800. Wow, and I might still play him. That's how bad the Lakers are. I really want him to start. I'd really prefer him to start, but the Lakers aren't going to beat San Antonio, because the Lakers aren't going to beat 2 games in a row, because they're that bad. Burks is in play. I think I said that. No Dorian Finney-Smith for me. Fournier is in play. Malik Monk is in play. What I'm really looking for with Malik Monk, I'm telling you now, I'm hearing rumblings that they're trying to send Westbrook to the bench. Don't know if it's going to happen tomorrow. Don't know if it's going to happen at all. But I like Malik Monk. And if you hear that Westbrook is going to the bench for this game, I'm firing Malik Monk across the board. No questions asked. I think that's it. Damian Lee is trash. If Damian Lee plays tomorrow, like starts, and you play him, I wish you the best of luck, because Damian Lee never worked out for me. If you think Damian Lee is a good value player tomorrow, let me know in the comments. I don't see it. Braun Braun. I ended up playing him yesterday, even though I said I wasn't going to play him, but that's just how the slate shook out. As many times in fantasy that I faded him because I didn't think he had anything left, he always proved me wrong, even though he is who he is, and I do like him. Play him. The team has nobody else. He's trying to save a sinking ship. He's playing 1-on-5, 1.5-on-5. Because Malik Monk shows up here and there. Just play him. Just play him. LeBron's in play. City Bates pricey, but he's in play. No Tobias. Anthony Edwards. Yeah, we spoke about that. He's in play. Harrison Barnes is in play. Jason Tate if you must. Keldon Johnson's in play. Keldon Johnson on FanDuel looks amazing. He's going to smash the Lakers tomorrow. Kuminga, fire him up. Bogdanovic, fire him up. Pray for a shootout. This man hit 11 threes tonight. That's about it. I'm not playing anybody under Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic is too cheap. Yeah, we played him today, and he went off. I actually have him in the lineup. I have him. In fact, I'm not going to give it away. I'm not going to say nothing. Jokic is 10-8. Too cheap. Embiid is fine for what he is now, playing next to Harden. So play him at your own risk, but Jokic is a better play. Bam's in play. Cat's in play. Wait a minute. Did we hit? Yeah, we did. No, we didn't. Bam's in play. Sabonis is in play. Randall's in play. Woods in play. No Jeremy Grant. Collins is in play. That's about it. If you use projections and it tells you if Trey Lyles pops for you, and it says he's gonna play 30 minutes and give you 30-something fantasy points, and you play him and you lose, it's because that's not really true. Trey Lyles plays 20 minutes. The projections just haven't caught on yet, so just be careful out there if you're playing, messing with projections. Bogdanovic, like I said earlier, Eubanks, I'd play him in a power forward spot. Watford's in play, absolutely. No Juan Toscano Anderson for me. Even if he starts, Steve Kerr's going to take him out, you know, after 4 minutes and not put him back into 2 minutes into the second quarter, because that's what he does. So the only Warrior I'm playing Kuminga. That's it. I've learned my lesson. They burned me too many times. Jokic, you play Jokic. Cats in play. Gobert's in play. No Capella. Mitch Robinson if you must. No Marvin Bagley. I haven't seen any type of rhythm to what they're doing with him, and he's been injured. So, if he's healthy, you can play him. Look, 20, 30, 23. No, I'm sorry, 20, 23, 27, 18, 21. So they like him. It's not like they don't like him. So last man in, you have what, 4,200 on FanDuel. You can play him. I ain't mad at you. You can play St. Louis too if you like. Dwight Powell's another guy that the projections, they project him for way more minutes and fantasy points that he produces. So be careful. All I'm saying is be careful with projections. If you play with projections and you're always losing, let me know in the comments. It takes a lot to be able to eyeball when the projection is off, and sometimes it goes by algorithm. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, like it takes a while to figure it out. So let's just get 5 guys that I like and let's get out of here. Absolutely playing Jokic. Where is Kuminga? Is he a small forward on FanDuel now? Small forward on FanDuel. Power forward on DraftKings. I got it. I'm playing Jokic and Braun. I'm playing Monk. Monk is my value. And I do fancy me some DeJounte. Wait a minute. Hold up. Okay. Yeah, I'm playing DeJounte. I'm playing Jokic. I'm playing Braun. I need Kuminga to start. I need Westbrook to come off the bench so I can fire up Monk. You feel me? So that's what I like. So listen, that's the end of this video. Thank you for your patience. I wanted to make sure I went through it thoroughly because I know there's a lot of new people here. Thank you guys for watching the video. I appreciate you all. I know I'm a little harsh, but listen, I just need you guys to understand that I want you guys to win. And I need you guys to pay attention and understand that there's a lot of moving parts. And it takes time and effort to really understand what's happening in this NBA DFS. Because this NBA DFS is brutal. It's very brutal. You know what I'm saying? So just follow my steps. Make sure you're getting 5 to 6 times value or more out of each spot, and you guys will be on the path to, you know, rolling around in money. But listen, thanks for being here. Subscribe on your way out. Hit the bell. Thumbs up the video. Let YouTube know that my videos are fire. And I think that's about it. Patreon, links in the description if you need help. Other than that, hope you guys had a profitable night. Hope you played Jokic. Hope you won money. I'll see you guys later. I got a Yahoo video coming out in a few minutes. Listen, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ciao.